It's not a flyer. But this can be a flyer. Good game. That's so good! Woo! Hey everybody, welcome back, and thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Today, is an absolute surprise to us all. We're playing with Azorius Flyers, an aggro/mid-range variant, and the performance of this deck is, like I mentioned, completely surprising. I was expecting to really lose the majority of my matches here today, but we are crushing some of these top-tier decks, blowing my mind. The ability to reduce the cost of some of the more expensive flyers with Watcher of the Spheres is insane. Let's talk about it more, break down the deck, get into the gameplay footage, and just have a great time. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel to your friends to help support the channel. All right, you guys. This is called Skiles, a combination of Sky and Skills, I guess, because we are using flyers in the deck. This is a form of evasion that will, allow us to attack consistently unless our opponent, has removal, has creatures with reach, or of course, other creatures with flying. So the chance that we are able to attack is extremely high, and, we've got a lot of these flyers incorporated in the deck to do the attacking. A little bit of control as well, because, there are things like Extinction Event and, Ugin that we do need to be aware of and begin to mitigate as that mid-game does begin to start, and, eventually the Ugin late game as well. So breaking down the deck list before, we do get into too much of the strategies and synergies here. 4 copies of Hushbringer. This is a 1/2 with flying and lifelink. Creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger. This does have some negative connotations within our own deck. However, the general ability is too powerful not to take. And then we just, be aware of it and we play around it if we can. 4 copies of Lofty Denial at instant speed. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. If you control a creature with flying, counter that spell unless its controller pays 4 instead. So nice, easy, cheap counters. 2 copies of Negate at instant speed to counter target non-creature spell. These are, great for the wipes. They're great for planeswalkers. 2 copies of our Threnody Singer, a 1/3 with flash and flying. When it enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -X, -0 until the end of turn, where X is your devotion to blue. A great way to reduce your opponent's lifelink if they have any, so you can still get in that damage and hopefully win the game through tempo. Or, maybe your opponent's attacking because they think they can destroy you. Now, not only do you reduce their attack ability, but you've got a secondary blocker as well, which is pretty cool because we can combo this with our Skycat Sovereign, a 1/1, and the Skycat Sovereign gets +1/+1 for each other creature you control with flying. So if we already have a Skycat in play, and then we flash in a Singer, we're not only reducing their attack capabilities through the -X, -0, but the Skycat Sovereign will receive +1/+1 because the Singer enters play, and then of course the Singer is a 1/3 body as well. So there's some nice blocking shenanigans we can do in combination with the Sovereign and Singer. Moving on to Watcher of the Spheres. Now this is something similar to the Singer. Of course the Singer is an ETB effect, so this is why we're playing around Hushbringer, but if you can't do it, it's still probably fine. Watcher of the Spheres is another thing that Hushbringer, half-heartedly shuts down. It's a 2/2 with flying. Creature spells with flying that you cast cost 1 less to cast. This, again, is reducing the cost of our, more aggressive flyers that we have in the deck, and we'll begin to break down. But also of our 2-drops, right? Because Hushbringer is now a 1-drop. The Singer is now a 1-drop. Skycat Sovereign can't be reduced. It remains a 2-drop. So does the Spheres. But, everything else in the deck, you can reduce the cost of it, which is really, really nice. And then whenever another creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter. Not a counter. It just gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. The counter would be amazing. I wish. But, having the +1/+1 be mitigated by the Hushbringer isn't that big of a, a slip up or a lapse in value, because the Hushbringer is going to shut down you know, things that are of more value than that, right? So as long as the Hushbringer is interrupting your opponent to a higher degree that it's like interrupting you, this is still of relative value, that means, right? So, you know, the +1/+1 till end of turn isn't the counters, kind of like I was wanting it to be, LOL. So it's not that bad. It's just +1/+1 till the end of turn. This is great, but it's not, you know, the world's greatest ETB effect. So moving on to our last 2-drop, we've got Petty Theft at instant speed as the adventure attached to our Brazen Borrower, which is our first 3-drop. Again, Petty Theft at instant speed, return target non-land permanent and opponent controls to its owner's hand. Whether you're bouncing something that has reach, whether you're bouncing a flyer, you know, something that's attacking you that you want to mitigate that damage to make sure you don't receive it. Stuff like this is great. And then, of course, the Borrower also has Flash, which makes it a nice playable creature on top of our Skycat to increase its power and toughness. It's a 3/1, and then it can only block other creatures with flying. 4 copies of our Jubilant Skybonder, a 2/2 with flying. Creatures you control with flying have spells your opponents cast that target this creature, cost 2 more to cast. So, you know, all of a sudden, a Spike Field Hazard goes to costing 3. Bloodchief's Thirst costs 3. Shock costs 3. Stomp costs 4. So, you know, you can see just how helpful that is in the deck, and, you know, it really, really disrupts your opponent's removal. Speaking of disrupting our opponent's removal, Linvala, the Shield Gate, 3/3 flying at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you have a full party, choose a target non-land creature, non-land permanent and opponent controls until your next turn. It can't attack or block, and its abilities can't be activated. We can sacrifice Linvala to choose hexproof or indestructible, and then giving it to the creatures of our choice, or creatures we control until the end of turn of our choice of, you know, hexproof or indestructible. So, you know, this is really good if they do have a shatter, right? Or they're targeting some of your more important creatures that we're going to get to in a second. But again, just the body as a 3/3 for 3 is quite nice. And, you know, like I said, the ability to stop, to shatter the skies, you know, Storm's Wrath, stuff like this, is very, very good, even though, you know, Extinction Event can still get under it. But again, that's why we have things like Lofty Denial. That's why we have things like Negate, so we can kind of prioritize those counterspells based on, you know, our current weaknesses at the time. 4 copies of our Baneslayer Angel. This is our first 5-drop. What a card. A 5/5 flying, first strike, lifelink, protection from demons, protection from dragons, which will become more prevalent as the expansions roll out here. We see more demons, we see more dragons coming, and we know that more dragons are going to be coming with Dungeons and Dragons, right? So, you know, this is a 5-drop, but we can reduce it by 3 potentially if we have 3 of our Watchers out. You know, 2 Watchers, we're playing it for 3. 5/5 with flying, first strike, lifelink for 3 mana. Very, very good. If you can get it out for 2 mana, you know, now you're being silly with life. And then, of course, we have 2 copies of our Dream Trawler, a 3/5 with flying and lifelink. And whenever you draw a card, Dream Trawler gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. Whenever Dream Trawler attacks, draw a card, and we can discard a card to give it hexproof until the end of turn while tapping it. So, you know, a very reliable creature there. Again, the only thing that hits it is the non-targeted removal. And we do have Linvala that can protect against the damage-based removal, right? And then we also have things like Negate and Lofty Denial that can, you know, stop stuff like Exile removal. So, it's going to be 8 planes in a second. 10 planes, 9 islands, and 4 Fabled Passages. What this deck really needs is some Scry lands. Now, I talked about this while we were playing a few times. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now the deck is perfect. You'll see we have no 1-drops in the deck, so that allows us to play a turn 1 Scry land without, you know, really taking away from that aggro or that tempo game plan that we want to achieve. And, you know, it really will help you play things like your Baneslayer Angel, right? The dual white cost. You know, we do have the Watcher of the Spheres, Skycat Sovereign, that are 1 of each as well. So this will really just increase the consistency that every turn you'll be able to play the spells that you want. And of course, there's 4 Fabled Passages in there as well. So, you know, now that we've added the Temple of Enlightenments, this deck is finely tuned. We had a very nice win rate, I think about 65% in Mythic, climbing up to 90 or 91%. We were down at 85%, hanging out, having fun. And, you know, I've just really been enjoying making original decks every day that not everybody's using, because, you know, when you play against a deck that someone's played against 500 times, they know how to play against it. But when you play something like this, they're like, what am I facing? How do I prioritize my removal? And their brain melts, and then you just smash home. So I've been having a lot of fun with Skiles. This is my Azorius Flyers deck. I think we're getting, you know, a couple really cool tools within Call Time. I'm excited to continue working with this archetype and building it out to have it the best, or to have it be the best it can be, etc., etc., etc. You guys get the deal. Make sure to download Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant. This is available for free to everybody on Windows. Get at it. Mine's not loading today. Oh, here it is. Whether it's metagame analysis, your statistics collection, you can even do a deck advisor. So you don't know what deck to play, it will tell you based on your personal collection, which is really, really, really cool. And of course, that's available to download for free within the link in the description below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to all of your friends, and most importantly, have an amazing day. Enjoy this gameplay footage. Let me know how you make out with the deck in the comments below, and we will see you guys in a few minutes for our wrap-up thoughts. Take care. Our opponent goes first, that's fine. We have nice lands. Hushbringer can take us home. It does shut down the Watcher's 1 ability, but meh, it's not really that important. Crab! It's important that they counter that. Rogue life. Now we can flash in our Singer. I really want to get these Banes out. We could potentially double block. This has been my favorite card against rogues, the Singer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What you gonna do, Mr. Thought Thief? What you gonna do? Even just doing that to a rogue player's rewarding enough for me. Hushbringer needs to go in, sadly, over the Watcher, just so we can shut down that Thieves Guild Enforcer. Kind of doesn't help the Watcher any there, but, you know, I think we're fine just to start hammering in. They need removal. Take their draw. Chump block the damage. It's where it's nice to have trample, so when they chump block, the damage still goes through. Hushbringer! Hushbringer! And another Wind Robber. Okay. We take the damage. Let's get in planes off the top. Perfect. And now we just start laying in these Baneslayer Angels. Oh! Uh-oh! You know what I mean? That's not good. We can just smash in. I imagine another chump block on the Watcher. No, they just take it. Okay. Feeling fairly confident here. They really need to kill the Baneslayer Angel. They only have a bounce spell. That taps all of their mana. They do it main phase, of course. We get hit for 6. So we can play a Watcher here. Again, Hushbringer is shutting down our Watcher, which sucks, but it's more important to shut down the other decks, right? A-okay there with us. And again, we're over for another decent chunk of damage. Little Jimi Hendrix to open up the day. Oh, there's that Heartless Axe we knew they had. You know, tapping them out every turn. They are hitting us for more than I'd like, though. Let's kill one of them. Right, it's not like we're double dropping these anyways. Oh, we would have been able to. My bad. It's fine, though. We're okay. I don't want to take too much damage. And they're bricking, which is about the funniest thing to me. Silly rogue player. Get back over. Down to 7. Keeping this Wind Robber to chump block that Angel is a good idea. For later. And by playing the Angel, it takes their priority away from the Watcher. It takes it away from Hushbringer, which is like typically where it would be going with their removal, which is nice, right? You know, isn't it just rewarding to see a rogue deck brick? This has first strike. Let's clean that up. We actually gained the life from it as well, so. Yup. It's alright. Their first day playing rogues, I'm sure. Lethal here. Baneslayer Angel! Watcher of the Spheres. And the saddest rogue deck ever played. It's alright, though. Right? Good game. We need to look for island here. Even though I pressed kept, I meant to mulligan. It's early. Leave me alone. We'll pull one off the top. There it is. Never punished. Right? Never punished. Good hand now. Let's try the Hushbringer first. Alright, the Skycat doesn't get the... Oh, this is a... I always get the Skycat and the Watcher mixed up. The same mana requirements. Oh, wow. Let's just bounce Annex. Be a cleave, right? Not the worst. We just need to keep this Hushbringer grabbing life, and if we can get that Trawler out, that'd be nice. Skycats aren't reducing our costs, sadly, but... think we just take 6 here, though. Which is sad. 7. Oh. We should kill the Intimidator, shouldn't we? Ouch. So, we can use the Skycat to make a token. To do some chump blocking here. It's also going to push it up, where they're not realizing it would. Bolt Hound's really good for them. There's no cleave, but I do think there is something going on. They can give it trample, right? Target warrior gains trample. So that can get trample. So that's the one we shouldn't block. We block Annex. We kill the Hound. Oh, protection from multicolored. Let's kill Annex too. And then the cat chump blocks that. The Hushbringer will stop the tokens from being made, so that's why I think we should take the trades. Down to 4. Hushbringer stops the Jazz. Take an island here. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this saves us or not. I think they still win. Because, protection from multicolored, right? So the Hushbringer has to block the Lieutenant, and the Intimidator can make the Dream Trawler a coward. Which is not good for us. Actos in play. Let's see if they connect the dots. They do, yeah. So that spends their mana. And we're only taking 3 damage. But it kind of sucks for next turn. I'm not sure why Lieutenant didn't attack as well. We need something to bounce that Haktos and a 3-drop as well. So, you know, I think they just beat us. It's definitely not a 3-drop. LOL. We go up to 10. They hit us for 9. LOL. Holding on! We are holding on. End turn. If they have any damage or any buff spells, they'll win here. Serpent also has protection from multicolored, which is itsy bitsy annoying. You can't block. Down to 1. They've got massive lethal next turn. Another land. Awesome. They also have reach. This doesn't block. We may as well just try to force the Serpent block on it. Another land. Good game. Thick pulls. Land, 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 land. Our opponent goes first. Our hand looks very heavy. We have to toss it. Keep 6. Row the Skybonder. Ramp in to a Trawler, looking for a second planes. There it is. Let's roll. Sultai. Alright. Too much land going on, so one Watcher can die if it happens to be that way. No! We shouldn't have asked for it. You get what you deserve. And worst case scenario, they're using all the removal on our Watcher, and then our big boys can come out. Big girls, I should say. Oh, this is Garrick and stuff. Past our turn. There's a Planeswalker coming down on top of our heads right here. Right. Could be a big Garrick that could just minus on the Baneslayer, so... There it is! Hello, Mr. Garrick! I was expecting you. Welcome home. I think Trawler can grab Hexproof though, and that'll be okay. Right? And then it's also enough to come back and swipe on them to kill it. Ouch. Okay, so that really hurt. Funny guy! They should take that denial. Yeah. And then just kill the Baneslayer. Alright, let's try to pull out that minus. No, they go with the wolves.
We are the apex predators.
That keeps them away from the minus. They're drawing, that's okay. Bent on Odd would cripple us, but try our best to avoid it. More wolves.
We are the apex predators.
Pretty easy kill here. There it goes up to 3. Down to 22. Let's make sure we get the kill. Alright, because they could kill the Seagate. But this way we could protect the Baneslayer with the Seagate, so it's confirmed kill. Hushbringer won't hurt, that's for sure. They're down to 12, and we can protect our Angel. With our other Angel, oddly enough. Do hexproof. It lands. They're down to 3 mana. They can escape this for a draw. They do. We have odds and evens in play. They hit for 9. We swing back for 6. Like they only gain 3. No blocks. Ooh, that's really nice as well for us. Makes their targeting cost more. Biscuit for the biscuit. We have no protection. Things just cost more, but they've got lots of mana. Nightmare kills the Hushbringer. No, it kills the Bonder, because it's non-targeted removal. It's a good thing we played it, or it would have went on the Hushbringer. Another Nightmare. Wow. Woo! Okay, hit for 9. Down to 1. We're at 20. Land in play. They get to see it anyways. Both of these fizzle. Our graveyard leaving doesn't matter if they didn't pull removal, which they did. Nice. What a top deck. What a top deck. Hey, oddly enough, this can do it. And we can also make another flyer if they have single targeted removal. Deep breaths. We get hit for 9 here, though. Down to 2. If they have a banner, they win. Well, we could chump block, actually. They wouldn't win. Oh, no way. Nice. They're going to try to minus on the Skycat. We make our kitty cat. Token, go! They don't have enough mana to do that. They have to get a Bloodchief's Thirst. No, that spends it. Oh, no, they can get a Bloodchief's Thirst here. Yeah.
I'm going back to...
Do they get it? Do they get a Bloodchief's Thirst to kill the cat token? Come on! No blocks. Good game. I think we get it. Down to that last itty bitty kitty cat, baby! Woo! Nice. Okay, going first, that last match. Absolutely incredible. Now that is the way Magic is meant to be played. That deck that we just seen by JR22, I've actually featured it on my channel because I think it's so cool. Using the banners to ramp into Garruk and Ashiok through the black picked of the banner, and then both of the tokens that those two planeswalkers make share black in common as well. So, you know, the Nightmares are 3/3s and the Wolves are 3/2s or something. So, really cool stuff there. Ooh. Ooh. I guess. Just play into Removal Town, I guess. What are we gonna do? Okay. Rakdos mid-range. This is a good deck. How are we going to beat it? Oh. We have no graveyard hate, and they're right into Kroxa. I guess we bounce it. Maybe we can just try to beat them to the punch, right? Let's try to beat them. We could always bounce the token too, but I think bouncing Kroxa is our best bet. Or we don't, and then we just Baneslayer, and then we'll just get damage. Let's take it. Doesn't matter. They do want to go with removal, I bet. They're really thinking about it, which is fine. They need one more card in the grave. Alright, so the only thing they can take is the Borrower. And we'll just disallow that here. Or 3 or greater? Oh my gosh, I thought it was 3 or less. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is nice against Kroxa, at least. And let's play them with all white. And that way we can still flash in the Borrower. Hit for 6. I thought that was 3 or less. Ooh. Whoops. RTFC, you guys. I got some merch for sale that says RTFC as well. To celebrate your boy. So Hushbringer shuts down Kroxa, which is good for us. And then we can flash in the Borrower. And we're sitting on 6, 7... a lot of damage. 10, 11 damage, I believe. So let's see where that goes. Lots of cards in hand. They did take our Baneslayer, which makes me jaded. But it's okay. We're not playing against a rogue deck. All is well. They go for it anyways. Okay, that's not bad for us. I think that's, like, pretty acceptable. Yeah, we hit for 11. They're down to 1. If we can pick up a flyer and push up Skycat, we win. We have lethal if we pull a flyer. Wow. Lethal if we pull a flyer. This could be a Blood Chief's Thirst. But they would have done that first on the Hushbringer. It's not a flyer. But this can be a flyer. Good game. That's so good! Woo! Alright, you guys. We've had some great matches so far today. I'm really, really pleased with how this has worked out. You know, we've not seen Azorius Flyers. People like Rally for Wings is gone. You know, Healer Hawk's gone. How are we going to do this? You know, Imperium Eagle's gone. But Watcher of the Spheres is hot. That is a good card. I'm going to pull their removal on the Hushbringer first. Just because it shuts down the Watcher. So if we kind of hip-hop around them, it will be fine. Gross, right? Absolutely disgusting. I'm going to go Skybonder, and then everything else can be protected. Right? It does cost 2 more, so unless it's a shock. Which it could be. It definitely can't be a Stomp, right? Stomp would cost them 4. Otherwise, we're just playing into removal every turn, and we can't do that, so we basically take the turn off. They realize it, they're like, oh, well, that sucks. We don't have the correct land. But we can go... Oh, no, we can't. That's our turn. We can drop the attack by 2. No, by 3. Right, so it's going to deal 1 damage. If they try to remove, we've got counter. And then we take the damage and try to repeat the process next turn. So this is fine. That's annoying. Let's kill the giant. It's the bigger of the threats, right? We still can't find the correct land, so let's just use all of our mana. Skybonder can hit. Let's keep the rest back. Yeah, we need an island. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're being greedy is the problem. This isn't gonna be pleasant. This is not gonna be pleasant. I'm frightened. Oh no. All the haste in their hand. All that haste, man. Uh-oh. Just slam your spacebar, bro. Slam that spacebar, bro. Space. Thank you. Let's take the land. We're sitting on 4, 8, 16 damage. That simply won't do. Let's trade with the robber. Still down to 3, almost dead. Oh! They can shock us for lethal. Bone crush us for lethal. There it is. Good game. Hey! I found our land! There it is. There it is. That's all right. We'll get there. What are we playing against? Lotus Cobra. I love it. Lots of lands. I say Hushbringer is our sacrificial lamb here. They don't play, maybe we just hold up counter magic, because it would only be 1 extra turn for the Watcher, and there's nothing to play on top of it anyways. Let's see if there's removal here. No. Yeah, I'm gonna hold up Denial, and we'll play the Singer if we need. Even though we could have played both, but I think holding up the removals of utmost importance. Yup. Yup. In our library. Again, we found all of our land. Seems pretty funny. Oh! Nice. Not doing anything there. They get a draw from it as well. Mmm. Delicio. Actually, that's a lot more like delivery, if you ask me. Okay. Could have cracked our passage. They're taking the shuffle, I guess, in their library like I talked about. I'm not doing it now. There's no way we're getting this many lands off the top. Like, just, it's gonna end and it's gonna be a string of non-lands. This hurts. Completely brick and then completely flood. I would have kept that and cast it for a higher amount. So that's nice, because we can actually make cats out of that. Let's keep dealing our damage. End our turn. Is it Winota? Right? These are both non-humans. Oh, which would be sad. Lieutenant on Apparition? Or on itself? Okay, on itself is smart. Selfless Savior, Indestructible. It's pretty cool, too. It's definitely Winota. Let's see if the Skyclave attacks. No. Alright, we're still making our kitty cat. Let's pull one of each. Cat ability, go! Oh my god! Woo! Rock and roll, man! Rock and roll! I bet that's Winota, too. Yes! Down to 11. We could have taken them down to 10, but I think we're going to need all these blockers for a Winota drop. Don't you dare do this to us! Okay, they take Skycat. Sad. Sad cat. Nice. Alright, we need a Dream Trawler. We need a Baneslayer. No blocks. Oh my gosh. I'm dead. I've died. My life is over. 911. It's an emergency. Hey, you're not a land. You don't belong there. What are you doing? What are you doing there, Brazen Borrower? Petty theft. You might almost be usable. Almost might be usable. Thrash my equipment all around. Oh, oh, we're back. Where's your beloved reach now? You should have given it indestructible. Yeah, down to 7. Hashtag progress. All right, another lieutenant. That's delightful. Bounce Battery. We need a good top decker too. We need another petty theft off the top, right? Down to 4. Even another petty theft, I don't think will do it. A Baneslayer Angel's first strike life gain can help us. Baneslayer, I summon you! Put a stop on our draw. Believe in the heart of the cards. Place your hand over your mouse, which is your deck, and take your draw. Holy hell! Riveting. Now that has never happened to me that badly before. That is 100% the hardest I've ever flooded. Shuffler's fine. Don't worry about it, you guys. I don't know if we want to keep this. I think it's pretty heavy without any cost reduction. This looks better. This match is anything like last. We'll hit Dream Trawler on turn 6. Oh, so we can counter this, but it's awkward. They've got to fully tap themselves. Interesting play. This makes Bloodchief's Thirst cost 3, which is really cool. Now, I'm wondering if we should just hold up this denial, probably. We'll pull a land, and then we'll be able to play both of those next turn. Keep them down from 27. Four mana is strong. Okay. I think let's just race them. I mean, we have flying, so there's no blocks. Let's hold up the denial. I'm not going to get burned. Let's just play it slow. We're not bricking. We're not flooding, so let's not, you know, blow up ourselves. Really? Just keep pushing then, I guess, right? In our turn, we've got double protection. We need another island. I might put in some Scrylands. So this totally taps them. Let's negate it, because Lofty Denial hits everything. Easy. Easy wins. Rogues of the Dream Den. I mean, Luris of the Dream Den. Sorry. Let's get after it. Uh-oh, Cycle! I prefer to play Cycle. You know, I used to hate it, but... you know, it just seems classier to me. Reduce the cost of our goodies, and we can double drop here next turn. No Fox, which is good. They just need to play a Valiant Rescuer, go wide. Stinger, chip damage, okay. We can push the Watcher up first here with the Bonder, and then we play the Hushbringer, which again shuts down it. But we do get that 3 damage in. We pick up a land, we can play our Baneslayer, turn after Dream Trawler. Probably sneak our Singer in whenever. Right, the Valiant Rescuer 1/1 tokens can't really chump block us because we do have flying. But they're going to try to make the Fox big, which is smart. They may need the healer. It's gonna be a 4/4, so it's fine. Let's just keep smashing. We're at 18, they're at 12. Worst case, Singer. Best case, Angel. For 4 mana, we can also start making the 1/1s, but the Angel's better. Alright. It's gonna be a race, that's for sure. Fox can hit, Stinger can't. It's like they have a go for blood, but it costs 2. And they're at 1, like, they have to play a land, cycle, and then fight us. And then we both die, which seems awkward. What do you do against that field, right? Look at that. Look at that field. Look at that field, baby! Oh, and they can't target it because of the Skybonder as well. That's a lot of fun. Because it's more expensive. It actually would cost them 4 to use Go for Blood. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're down to 2. We're at 18. Just steamroll Cycle. Right? Because they can't jump block. It's just useless, and then we've got the life gain. So right now, they don't even have enough cards in Grave to flare out the Angel. They're gonna take our Trawler. Ouch! Woo! They're just like, I'm not having that, man. Get out of here. We go first. Last match, you guys. The deck's a lot of fun. We have to mulligan. We need the island. The only reason I'm caping this is because Hushbringer. The rest of the hand doesn't support it. We would have been just as well off to keep the first hand. Oh my gosh, come on, bro. We need an island or this is going to be a wash. I'm going to put Scrylands into the deck, you guys, for you. There's no Wonder Ops, so it's no harm, no foul. The list you will have at the end will be even better than this list. I've mentioned it a few times, but I keep forgetting. Alright, Bloodchief's Thirst. Sure. Heartless Act. Eliminate! Dealer's Choice, really. Must be instant speed. Felt that control. Yes! Woo! Oi! Oi! A little AC/DC, get you revved up with the flyers. Both evens. So it pushes them towards the extinction event. Hushbringer shuts it down, of course. But it doesn't matter. Right? We're just putting a replacement out in case they remove the bringer. Let's take our hits. Let's just bank on them not having it, right? Extinction events, they'll probably win as we burnt our counter, but... Okay. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. It's single target, which means they don't have it in all of these cards, so they're top decking for it. We need to find a counter. Whether it be a Negate, a Lofty Denial. Looking for a counter spell. I don't know why they wouldn't have taken the dig first. Okay. This is going to be really hard. Right? They set us down. All so gently. Ouch. I don't know how to deal with that. At all. We can stop them taking a card, I guess. Yikes. I don't know how we'll get the damage in before they do. We need to be making those 1/1s, I guess. And we tap here, which is annoying. But semi-irrelevant. Crawling Barons in play. They're gonna hit for 10. It hits Summoning Sickness still. Down to 17. Ouch. If only we had the Scrylands. Not really worried about the clock. Right? We're dead anyways. Maybe we should have bounced it. They would have just replayed it, and we're in a perpetual state of loss. Which sucks. It doesn't matter what they choose, the choice is irrelevant. Unless they have removal right here, that would be good. They should have removed something else. Never mind, I guess they do. Good game. I think we can probably back out of this. We'll see, though. I don't... We're dead in 3. Dead in 2 with the passage, or the barons, sorry. Alright, bro. You do you. I don't have time for that. Alrighty. We bricked harder than I've really bricked in a long time with this many land. We also flooded harder than I've ever flooded with this few land, which is ridiculous. We threw the temples in to close out the deck, which we didn't play with, which would increase, you know, the consistency, the effectiveness, you know, a little bit more. Obviously, only a couple percentage points, but every little bit helps. And I like the deck, you know. I'm really, really digging it. To play discounted Baneslayer Angels, it's life. It's really, really nice. I think that we may need to fine-tune it a bit somehow. I'm not sure. I do see that we have, you know, new cards coming in Keldheim. There's a 1/2 flyer for 1 that has flying and first strike. So, you know, we're getting new tools. And I think the deck is going to really benefit from those cards. More to come, though, right, you guys? I'm excited for Keldheim. You know, it's this Thursday, I believe. So I hope you're excited. We have the pre-release event. I'll be on Twitch all day making brand new Keldheim decks before it gets released to the public. So jump in to support me there. As always, thank you guys who've been supporting the YouTube channel as well. Really appreciate each and every one of you. You can become a member to receive exclusive content, which is pretty cool. And, you know, you can also support on Twitch or Patreon. And we have an Amazon link as well. So, you know, wherever you're already dialed in, get at us. And, you know, thank you kindly. Appreciate you. And everybody else who's just watching, you guys as well, for your time and attention. I try to say this every day because, you know, gratitude does go a long ways. So, many blessings bestowed upon you for this. And, yeah, enjoy. Take care. Sorry for rambling. We'll see you in the next video. Wolfgang, right? You know, in the comments, everybody who watched to the end, give me those woofs in the comments, not the chat box, in the comments. Take care.